Hey, this is Pastor Frank with a follow-up to last week's message. If you were with us this last Sunday, Paul is stuck in prison in a really cool place, by the way. It's called Caesarea. It's on the beach in Jerusalem, or not in Jerusalem, in Israel, and it's a beautiful place. And he was there in prison for about 2 years, and I call it Club Med. If there was a place I wanted to be under house arrest, it'd be there. And but Paul's sitting there, and you try to get in the mind of the Apostle Paul. He's such a type A driver. I'm sure that for God to shut him down and put him at this place was so hard for him. Why? You know, when you and I go through hard times, we ask, why, God, are you doing this? And when we enter that, we just have to say, God's ways are higher than ours, and God works in the darkness of our lives. And it just so happens that as God shuts down Paul, he unleashes a man named Luke. As Luke is up in Jerusalem, he begins interviewing people, and he writes the Gospel of Luke. He writes the book of Acts. And I could just see God saying, Paul, just be there. Just stay there. Luke, you're on. And so Luke begins he hangs out with Mary, the mother of Jesus. Imagine if a writer wanted to write a book and you wanted to tell the story of Jesus, and you sit down with his mom and just start interviewing her. That's what Luke did as he wrote his gospel. Peter, John, James, the half-brother of Jesus, James, right? Mary, the mother of, it's so cool. And so Luke begins to write about Christmas, and all this detail we wouldn't have had if Luke had not picked up his pen and wrote. And so it was cool. Hey, this next week, as we enter into the Christmas season, we're talking about the timing of God. Do you ever feel that God's totally not coming at the right time? Have you ever just been mad at God's timing? God, why are you waiting? And yet we read in the Bible, at the right time, Christ died for us. God's timing is always perfect. And we're going to talk next week about the amazing timing of Jesus being born into the world when he was. So that's coming up next week. Hey, the children's musical, it's this this Saturday, don't miss it, December 7th. Also, remember Sunday, December 15th, our tree lighting service. It is so cool. You've totally got to prepare for that one. You got to come to that one. It's going to be about an hour long from 5 to 6. We're going to be singing Christmas carols. We're going to be having a special Christmas tree lighting that's going to be out in the courtyard. Kids have made ornaments. They're going to hang on the tree. Small groups have, created ornaments. It's going to be cool. We're going to have a great time, and even Santa Claus is coming. So invite a friend. It's going to be amazing. I hope you're getting into the spirit of Christmas, and look forward to seeing you next Sunday. God bless. Bye-bye.